Hello, thank you for coming to my studio. My name is Heather Ernst, and I am an expressionist painter and an abstract landscape painter, and I paint what you can't necessarily see. I make it happen on the canvas. And this piece is called Wish. If you got your wish, wouldn't you be this happy? And there's the sun, the force of the sun, and the grass coming up, and what a comforting feeling. My background is that I practiced architecture for a couple decades, and I had a very mathematical, linear way of looking at things. And so I'll show you some of my abstract work that has a lot of linear qualities to it. So that is bringing to light something in my mind that you can't see. What you see in the forest, or the hills, or the wilderness, is life growing, connecting, the energy, maybe even little gremlins shushing through the woods. But in that case, I will show you. I don't paint gremlins, but I paint maybe where they've been. Hi, here's a painting called I Spy. Yes, it is very linear and very mathematical in the way all of the shapes overlap each other, and kind of urban too. And then I evolved into doing things like this, which is called Wagmore, which is a lot more funny, but you can still see that kind of mathematical, rhythmic nature. Today through May is an expressionist landscape or abstract landscape with energy pulling together as a complete cycle in nature, with some clouds and a meadow and maybe some valleys. Mystic is a little more spooky, but I hope that it has some positivity in the color that is kind of uplifting. Trebuchet is about the forces left of a trebuchet, an ancient machine which is actually kind of used for chunking pumpkins. Can you see the circular motion and the scattering of all the force? On the right we have Max Lemon, and it does have some of the linear mathematical thoughts from my mind, but also I was just astounded by that deep, rich lemon. So the maximum amount of lemon you could get. Two abstract landscapes showing the interconnectedness and the kind of entropy of forces in nature, both with rushing rivers. This piece is called Headed to Olympia, which is kind of how I felt when I was moving from Colorado to Washington. This piece called Chinook is a very good example of the abstract landscapes, and all of my work is acrylic, and some of it has some charcoal and pastel. Lionfish has lots of fish in it and lots of bubbles in it, and they're caught in a big wave. Do you know about the lionfish with the massive tails, just like you see here, which are actually brown, but this painting is about the invasive species, the lionfish. Trixie Sour has a lot of sour apple, like granny apple color in it, but it also has that kind of rectilinear mathematical shapes that developed in my mind and were much part of my thinking during my architecture practice. And add a few pickup sticks scattered in the air in orange. You can also hang this piece horizontally. Shine is a piece that's really about emotion, kind of how you feel when you shine. And I can't tell how you feel, but if I was inside your mind, maybe it would be this excited. Not mixable is like oil and vinegar. It doesn't mix together. It forms kind of an internal froth anywhere it goes. This 4-foot by 5-foot piece is called 90.11. I have a whole series of 90-degree work because a lot of the shapes are at 90 degrees. So glad to meet you. Thank you for looking at my work. I would love to meet you in the studio. You can see my work in person at the studio if you live nearby, or take a look at my website. Thank you.